by the conference to consider Agenda Item 6, entitled Organization of Work, including the establishment of subsidiary organs and other organizational matters. The conference has before it a note by the Secretariat entitled Organizational and Procedural Matters contained in document A/conf.240/2023/3, revision 1. With regard to the consideration of Agenda Item 8, General Debate, contained in the annex to this document, and as outlined in the letter dated March 17, 2023, from the permanent representatives of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, Tajikistan, to all permanent representatives and permanent observers in New York, I propose that with the concurrence of the conference, the second plenary meeting today, 22nd of March 2023, be held from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. in light of the large number of delegations inscribed on the list of speakers. I also propose that a fourth plenary meeting on Thursday, the 23rd of March 2023, be similarly held from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. if required. May I take it that the conference wishes to proceed accordingly? I hear no objections. It is so decided. May I also take it that the conference wishes to approve the organization of work as set out in document A/conf.240/2023/3, revision 1, bearing in mind the decision just taken? I hear no objection. It is so decided. In relation to the 5 interactive dialogues, I would like to inform the conference that, in accordance with the mandate provided to them by the General Assembly in its Resolution 75/212 and Decision 77/552, the Presidents have appointed the following co-chairs: His Excellency Miguel Seara Hatton, Minister of Environment and Natural Resources of the Dominican Republic, and His Excellency Zach Goldsmith of Richmond Park, Minister of Overseas Territories, Commonwealth, Energy, Climate and Environment at the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office of the United Kingdom, as co-chairs of Interactive Dialogue 1 on Water for Health, Access to Water, Sanitation and Hygiene, including the human rights to safe drinking water and sanitation. His Excellency Li Guangying, Minister of Water Resources of China, and Her Excellency Dubravka Šuica, European Commission Vice President for Democracy and Demography of the European Union, as co-chairs of the Interactive Dialogue 2 on Water for Sustainable Development, Valuing Water, Water Energy, Food Nexus, and Sustainable Economic and Urban Development. His Excellency Hani Swilam, Minister of Water Resources and Irrigation of Egypt, and Her Excellency Yoko Kamikawa, Special Envoy of the Prime Minister of Japan, as co-chairs of Interactive Dialogue 3 on Water for Climate, Resilience and Environment, Source to Sea, Biodiversity, Climate Resilience and Disaster Risk Reduction. His Excellency Serine Mbaye Thiam, Minister of Water and Sanitation of Senegal, and His Excellency Christian Frutiger, State Secretary, Federal Department of Foreign Affairs of Switzerland, as co-chairs of Interactive Dialogue 4 on Water for Cooperation, Transboundary and International Water Cooperation, Cross-Sectoral Cooperation, including Scientific Cooperation, and Water across the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. And His Excellency Tharman Shanmugaratnam, Senior Minister and Coordinating Minister for Social Policies of Singapore, and Her Excellency Monica Medina, Assistant Secretary for Oceans, International Environment and Scientific Affairs of the Department of State of the United States as co-chairs of Interactive Dialogue 5 on Water Action Decade, accelerating the implementation of the objectives of the decade, including through the United Nations Secretary General's Plan, Water Action Decade 2018 to 2028. I would like to express appreciation to the co-chairs for assuming this very important role. The conference has thus concluded this stage of its consideration of Agenda Item 6. I now invite the conference to consider sub-item A of Agenda Item 7, entitled Appointment of the Members of the Credential Committee. Rule 4 of the Rules of Procedure provides that the Credentials Committee of 9 members shall be appointed at the beginning of the conference, and that its composition shall be based on that of the Credential Committee of the General Assembly at its 77th session. The following states are members of the Credential Committee of the 77th session of the General Assembly: Angola, Austria, China, Guyana, the Maldives, Russian Federation, United States of America, Uruguay, and Zambia. May I therefore take it that the conference wishes to appoint Angola, Austria, China, Guyana, the Maldives, the Russian Federation, the United States of America, Uruguay, and Zambia as members of the Credentials Committee of the conference? I hear no objection. It is so decided. Delegates are reminded that in accordance with the rules of procedure of the conference, credentials issued by the head of states or government or by the Minister for Foreign Affairs, or in the case of the European Union, by the President of the European Commission, should be submitted to the Office of Legal Affairs located on the 36th floor of the Secretariat building if they have not already been submitted. The conference has thus concluded its consideration on sub-item A of Agenda Item 7.